Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this week's computer and internet tutorial. Today we are going to be going over some email basics with Gmail. Um, Gmail has a lot of features. We will not be going over all of them. We just want to go over some basics, allowing you to send emails, read your emails, reply to emails, forward emails, and maybe touch on some of the additional features. So what you'll want to do is, if you do not already have a Gmail account, you'll want to start off here at google.com and you'll click sign in, and we're going to create an account. And this is, again, if you do not already have a Gmail account. After you click on sign in, you'll actually click on this little button here that says create account. And I'm assuming it'll be a personal Gmail account, so you'll click for myself. And then you'll just fill out this basic information here. Be sure to write down your password, and additionally take note of any capitalization or any special characters that you put in, because when you try to go back and sign into your account, capitalization does matter. So be sure to mark which letters of your password are capitalized. So after you fill out this information, including this area here, which will be your Gmail address, then you would just hit next and complete the sign-in process. So I already have a Gmail account, so I'm just going to sign into that. So I'm going to go back here to google.com and click sign in. And since I already have an account, I'm just going to click on the account that I'm signing into. Enter the password for that. And I'm going to click here on Gmail. After signing in, I'm just going to click here on Gmail and open up my email account. So after you create your account, or once you sign into your account, this is going to be the screen that you'll see. It may be different, background color. These are all things that you can customize for yourself. But this is the basic setup. Here on the left-hand side is basically going to be your control panel. You'll be able to look at various folders that are in your Gmail account. Anytime you click on one of these different folders or areas of your Gmail account, as you notice, this screen, this main chunk of the screen changes. So right now I have my inbox clicked. That's pretty much the default view that you'll see here. And these are all of the messages in my inbox. These are all the messages that I have received. So when you're looking at your inbox, this area here, it's kind of on the left-hand side of this big O part of the screen. This lists the people, the senders of the email. So Google Analytics here has sent me an email. This is going to be your subject line. This is the subject of the email, and then you do get a little bit of a preview of what that email contains here. And it's going to be the smaller, lighter text here. So to read an email, you just simply click on it. And the screen will change to the email. Read through it, and then you can go back to your inbox by clicking on inbox, or you can click on this little back arrow here. So coming back over to this control panel, obviously the inbox is going to be a button that you'll click on many times. You may also find yourself clicking on this sent button, and these are emails that you have sent out. So after you click on sent, of course this area changes to all of the messages that you have sent out, and you can actually see who you sent it to. and the subject line that you input. So if you are looking for an email that you sent, then this would be the button that you push and you can search through there. So I'm going to go back to inbox here and just talk a little bit more about emails that you receive. So I'm just going to click on this first email here and show you how you can respond to emails that you receive. So you can always click on this button here and it will reply. That button is also at the bottom of the email, your reply button here. When you click on reply, this window will automatically pop up and it will automatically fill in the email address that you're replying to. So I got an email from Google Analytics. When I hit reply, it automatically filled out the to Google Analytics. And as you see the little blinking cursor here, I can go ahead and start typing my message. So just some of the features when you are creating an email. You can change the font type or the typeface. Okay. You can change, traditional boldness, italicize, you can underline things. You can also change you can highlight it by changing the background color. And you can actually change the text color as well. It's going to look terrible, but that's an option for you. So you also have the option you can insert emojis. This is wherever your cursor is blinking. So it's blinking at the end of this line. I'm going to hit enter and move to the next line. So wherever your cursor is blinking, that's where it will insert emojis. You can also insert pictures. I'll show you the emoji first. We'll put a little smiley face in there. And there it is. We'll move to the next line because I would like to insert a picture. If you would like to put a picture in the body of your email, it will be this button here. And any images that you have already attached to, I guess, your email account, they'll show up here. If you need to upload an image that is not included here, you would click on this upload button. And you can choose the photos to upload. And you search through your files, find whatever image it was that you're looking for. You'd click open and it would upload it. And insert it. That's the image that I inserted. Alright, so once you have composed your email for reply, you can hit send here. I'm not going to send this email to Google Analytics. I was just demonstrating how to reply. I'm going to actually delete this message that I'm composing here by clicking on this little trash can in the bottom right hand corner. So I'm going to go back to inbox. Again, this is kind of your default home screen for your Gmail account is looking at your inbox. If you are not trying to reply to a message, you're trying to start an original message, you would click on this big button here on the top left-hand corner that says Compose. And it will open up a window right over here that says New Message. You'll fill in the email address where it says to that you're sending it to. All right, and then after you fill out the to, you will fill in the subject. And again, your subject line is going to appear like this. These are, again, emails I've gotten, received. This is the subject line. So enter your subject line. I'm just going to put testing email. And then this part of the compose message window is going to be the body of your email, so the main message that you would like to send off. So you do have the same options for editing your text as you do whenever you're replying to a message. All of your editing options are going to be here at the bottom. So again, you can always change the font or the typeface. We'll put wide for that one. You can change the size of your text by clicking on this button. Get 4 different options here for the size of your text. Make that one larger. You can italicize. And you still have the option to insert emojis or images. So again, wherever your cursor is, that's where the emoji or image will pop up. So I'll put that at the end of my name where that cursor is blinking. Click on this emoji button. And the most recent ones are going to show up here. You can always click through and see the different options. All right, I think I would like this flower. And then I would like to insert an image. So I'm going to move to the next line. You see my little cursor there blinking. That's where I'm going to put the image. And I'm going to click on upload because I don't want any of the images that are popping up here. And I found the file, the image that I want to upload. And there it is. So you can also resize the images. If you just click on the image, you get a few options here. You can do the original size, you can make it smaller. You can also grab these little boxes that are at the corners of the image and make them the size that you want them. So you would select or hover your mouse over the box, push the mouse button down, hold it, hold it, hold it, and make it the size that you want. So another important thing that many people need to include is often attachments. So sometimes you have documents that need to be included with the email. The way that you would do that is you would click on this little paper clip here. And as you notice, when you hover your mouse over it, it says attach files. So a little paper clip, like you're clipping documents to the email. So after you click on it, you will scroll through your files and find the ones that you would like to attach. And after you select it, you will notice that it pops up here at the bottom. And you can actually select quite a few documents, especially if they're just text documents. There is a file size limit to emails. So you may, if you're attaching too many, you may find that you need to send a couple of emails. But you can generally squeeze in quite a bit of files into one email. If you do not want the file attached to that email, perhaps you accidentally selected the wrong one, you can just hit this little X here on the corner of it and it will remove that file. I'm going to go ahead and leave it. Looks like I am done with my email. I have the person that I'm sending it to. I have my subject line, I have the body of my email, and I have attached a document to it. So looks good. I'm going to hit this button that says send. You can also schedule to have an email sent. So if for some reason your email is time sensitive and you would like to set a time to send it in the future, you are able to do that. Most of the time you can just click send and it will send it off. So sent my email to myself. So it actually has arrived in my inbox. So you can see it here. This is the person it's from, which is me. Here is the subject line that I put in. Just a little preview of the email body. And then Gmail has a nice feature where you can just see the attached documents right here in the inbox. So I've clicked on the preview and it just opens up on top of my inbox. In order to get out of it, you can just click anywhere outside of the document. You can also click on this back button here on the top left-hand corner. So in order to read the email, you just click on it and it opens up. I'm going to go back here. So one thing I do want to point out is sometimes whenever I'm assisting people in the library with reading messages in their inbox, they often want to click on these little buttons right here. These are very specific buttons. So if you're trying to read your email and you're clicking on these little boxes, as you notice when you hover over it, it's a select option. So what that means is, as you notice, when you click on the select box, it's checkmarked, you have a menu of options that are across the top of this main window. Whenever you select an email, you have some options for things to do with that email that you have selected, and you can select multiple. One of the main things that people do when they are selecting emails in this way is to delete them. So you have a delete option here, and then you also have the option to move them to different folders. I'm going to unselect them because I'm not going to do either of those options to these emails. So your inbox is generally divided into 3 different types of inboxes, and that's what these buttons here are across the top. You can make your own categories. Like these are all social emails that I have received. Again, this is still my inbox. They're just divided from my primary account and social and promotions. You may have some different default divisions that are up here, but you can also create your own. We're not going to go into that today, really just focusing on the basics of it, but just want to cover what these divisions are, so if you see them, you're not confused. So these are all social. As you notice, these are from Facebook, YouTube. These all have to do with social media. These are kind of automatically sorted. But you can also sort them and set up rules so that emails that come from like Facebook or YouTube or Pinterest or whatever social media accounts, you can always set up rules to move those automatically over. Again, I'm not going over how to do that today. This is just email basics. And then these are promotions. So, people sending you coupons or, information about sales promotions that they're doing, they get sent here to this inbox. I'm going to go back over to my primary inbox. Primary is exactly as the name implies. This is going to be the main inbox that you will work from. So sometimes you may get an email and people ask you to check your spam folder. So here in Gmail, on the left-hand side, kind of your control panel, if it's not already displayed, you'll just click on More. And if you scroll down, you'll notice that here is your spam folder. So if you were expecting an important email, the sender said that they did send it, you may want to check your spam folder and make sure that it did not get filtered into this folder. I'm going to go back to my main inbox here, inbox. So another feature that is very useful with Gmail is this search mail option up here. If you have an email that is difficult to find and you don't want to scroll through tons and tons of emails, you can always search the mail, your mailbox or your inbox, and find the email that you're looking for. So for this example, I am looking for an email from Canva. So this search feature is going to search through all of my inbox and look for any email that contains the word Canva. So I typed it in and hit enter, and these are all of the emails from Canva. These are still a part of my inbox. They haven't moved anywhere, but I've basically applied a filter to my inbox, and I am filtering all of the messages that have to do with Canva so I can quickly find what I'm looking for. You can type in here, you can type in any word, any keyword. So, maybe you got some information from your bank. You can type in the name of your bank here. It will bring up all of your messages that have that bank name, whether it's from your bank, maybe the subject line has the bank name, and even the body of the text. It will search the body of all of your emails and filter that through as well. So you can also narrow down your search with these options here. So one of the most common ones is it has an attachment. So again, using the example of your bank, maybe your bank has sent you some statements, and they are sent as file attachments. So you may want to narrow it down by clicking has attachment. I don't think Canva has sent us anything with an attachment. If you want to deselect that filtering option, you just click on it again. So if you have already found the email that you're looking for, or you haven't found the email that you're looking for and you want to search for something else, you can just hit this X here. It will clear the search and you can search for something else, or you can just go back to your main inbox here by clicking on inbox. And then one last feature I just want to point out is forwarding. You may want to, at some point, forward. It's very similar to reply, except instead of the to being automatically filled out with the information of the person that sent you that email, you would fill in who you're forwarding it to. So instead of responding back to the person that sent you the email, you can push that message forward to somebody else. So sometimes that is important to spread an email over to somebody else. So you would fill out the to information. Here is the email that you're pushing forward. I'll just fill it out just so we can take a look. And you would just click send, and we'll go back to the inbox, and I'm going to hit this refresh button. When you hit this refresh button, it will just search for any new emails that have come in. So refreshing that screen, and here is the forwarded email. So that is just kind of the quick and dirty way to use Gmail. Again, there are actually quite a few features here that are a part of Gmail. Not going over those today. Perhaps at a future date we'll get a little bit more in-depth working with Gmail. Maybe check out these Hangouts, maybe some video conferencing options. But today just wanted to get you up and running, sending and receiving emails. Thank you for joining us today, and I hope that you will join us next weekend. In the meantime, have a great week.